Your CIGTV News Update. I'm Donna Bush. Thanks for joining us on this Friday. Premier the Honorable Alden McLaughlin met separately on Wednesday with Ben Wallace, Minister of State for the Home Office, and Ben Merrick, Director of the Overseas Territories Department of the Foreign and Commonwealth Office. With Premier McLaughlin was Chief Officer Eric Bush of the Ministry of International Trade, Investment, Aviation, and Maritime Affairs. Now, the meetings focused on the ongoing talks on constitutional reform for the Cayman Islands, as well as other issues. With the Brexit date pushed back to October, the United Kingdom and the Cayman Islands governments are both keen to conclude the constitutional reform discussions and to have the proposed changes debated in the Cayman Islands Legislative Assembly later this year. That's according to a press release from the Premier's office. Now, Premier McLaughlin, along with Messrs. Eric Bush and Roy Tatum, traveled on Thursday to Monaco for meetings and engagements with key yacht brokers and industry leaders. The Maritime Authority of the Cayman Islands is hosting those meetings to advance the work of the new Ministry of International Trade, Investment, Aviation, and Maritime Affairs. Well, the start of the hurricane season is June 1st. With that in mind, the Department of Children and Family Services is now looking for persons interested in becoming shelter volunteers here on Grand Cayman. As part of its annual Hurricane Shelter Volunteer Program, the DCFS, along with the Hazard Management Cayman Islands, is holding training sessions in just a few weeks. They will take place on Monday the 27th and Tuesday the 28th of May. This year, DCFS plans on training approximately 100 volunteers. DCFS officials say this number will ensure there's an adequate pool of volunteers to draw from to assist with shelter operations in the event of a hurricane during the 6-month-long season. To sign up to attend this year's hurricane shelter training sessions, you should email dcfs.smt@gov.ky or call 949-0920 to volunteer for hurricane shelter training. You must sign up by or before Friday, May the 17th. Finally, this Friday evening, a DOE press release tells us that an international effort aimed at tracking some of the Caribbean's region's most important avian predators is underway, thanks to a newly obtained UK Darwin grant provided by the Department for the Environment, Food and Rural Affairs. Recently, a small team, including representatives from Liverpool University, Milan University, and the Cayman Islands Department of Environment, placed tracking devices on 26 frigate birds, also known as the frigates or man-o-wars, from the Booby Pond colony on Little Cayman. Now, those devices were placed on the birds. Since then, the live tracks of their trips are already being streamed into an online bank of data. The tracking devices last up to 9 months, and tagging efforts will continue through the month of July. Now, the ultimate goal there is for scientists to use movement data from Caribbean magnificent frigate birds to support and help define the need for protected areas onshore, nearshore, and offshore that can then be used to support regional conservation management. Well, for a look at our weekly schedule of programs here on CIG Television, you can go online to gis.gov.ky. If you missed today's news update, you can go to the Cayman Islands Government Facebook page, as well as the CIG Television YouTube channel. I'm Donna Bush, as always, thanking you for joining me, wishing you a wonderful and, of course, a very safe weekend, and inviting you back here again on Monday. Until then, bye-bye for now.
The Royal Cayman Islands Police Service has launched a new service to apply for a police clearance certificate online. To make this process quick and easy, ensure you have digital copies of all required documents readily available. At a minimum, you'll need a copy of your passport photo page. Our website lists the full requirements. If you are using an Apple iOS or Android mobile device, you can use the camera to take photos of these documents while completing your application. After you have read the instructions and are ready to start, type in the alphanumeric string from the CAPTCHA image and click the green button that says Start Application. If you can't read the letters and numbers properly, click Can't Read Image below the photo to try again. To complete your application, you will follow 5 simple steps. These are shown at the top of each page, and the blue circle will always show where you are right now. Enter the requested data in each field. All fields marked with an asterisk are required. Each field has some help information, and please pay attention to the correct format for dates and telephone numbers in particular. When selecting your birthday, you can also use the calendar feature. If a field has a drop-down list, you can scroll through alphabetically or start typing to find the correct option. You will be asked to enter your email address twice to ensure it's correct. This is the address we will use to send you a confirmation email and receipt. Once you have entered all of the required information, click Next at the bottom of the screen. If you click the Cancel Application button at any stage in the process, you will lose everything you've entered so far and be returned to the home page. On this page, answer the questions about past offenses, provide details if relevant, and then click Next. In this step, you will select the type of service being requested and details of the person applying, as well as anyone who might pick up the certificate on his or her behalf. If you select certain options, more information may be required at this stage or later in the process when you are uploading your documents. Finally, select the reasons you are applying and then click Next. If you make a mistake, use the drop-down menu to change the reason or click the red X to delete a line. Remember, if you click the Cancel Application button at any stage in the process, you will lose everything you've entered so far and be returned to the home page. If you need to go back to a previous page to review or change data you already entered, you can use the Back button. You can also navigate through the process using the links at the top of the page. On this page, you will be asked for the relevant digital documents to support your application. On each line, click the Upload icon, select the correct file, and then click Upload. Repeat this process for each document. Based on the information you've already entered, this page will tell you the basic documents required. However, please remember to read the guidance notes to ensure you've included everything for your particular application. You can click the Upload More Documents button if you need to add more files, using the Comments field to briefly explain the additional documents you are submitting. If you go back to previous sections after uploading documents and make changes that affect these requirements, you may need to re-upload your documents. This is the final page before submission. Please review all information provided to ensure it is accurate and complete. You won't be able to change anything on this page, but you can use the Back button or the links at the top of the page to return to earlier pages and update any field. By submitting this application, you are declaring that the information provided is accurate and truthful. If you are satisfied with your application, click Proceed to Online Payment. You may need to allow pop-ups and then click the button again to show the payment screen where you will enter your debit or credit card information. The Cayman Islands government accepts Visa and MasterCard, and you can use a debit or credit card issued anywhere in the world. Payment will be processed in Cayman Islands dollars for local service, and in United States dollars for overseas service. If you have questions about any exchange rate that will be used, or foreign currency transaction fees, please contact the bank that issued your card. The Cayman Islands government will not receive or retain your card information. Once your online payment has been authorized, you can view and print your receipt. Click Continue to return to our webpage for details on pickup date and time. If there is an issue with your application and we have to contact you for more information, your application may be delayed. You will also receive a confirmation email with this information and your official receipt. Please remember to bring your passport for identification when you collect your certificate from the Criminal Records Office.